You may have experienced your cat biting you hard, wrapping their front paws around you and kicking you with their back legs. It can seem very aggressive and make us question our relationship. Animal Wise explains why cats do this and how to prevent it. They are still a kitten. Biting and kicking behaviour are part of a cat's natural instincts from a young age. Kittens engage in this behaviour while playing because it helps them to learn skills for being an adult, as well as testing their limits and boundaries. If a kitten bites and kicks at this stage, it is usually necessary play behaviour. They have not been educated correctly. If an adult cat bites and kicks you without warning, it can be very painful. It usually means there is something lacking in their education. Kittens learn bite inhibition through play, but if they have never been encouraged to play properly as a kitten, they won't know our boundaries as an adult. This is when it becomes a problem. Early separation from mother and siblings is usually a contributing factor. This is because it is with their mother and siblings most of these lessons are learned. If a kitten gets too rough, they will be made to know it isn't acceptable, gradually learning their play limits. In this video, we provide some basic information on how to care for a kitten. You have touched them somewhere they don't like. If you pet your cat and they suddenly become upset and attack you, it's possible you have touched them somewhere they don't like. This can be due to personal preference, but it's important to note if this represents a sudden change in behaviour. In the latter case, it may mean they are in pain in this area and we should take them to a veterinarian for diagnosis. It is also normal for a cat to get angry if you disturb them when they want to be alone in peace. This is why it is vital we register the body language of a cat, otherwise we might miss warning signs to leave them alone. They have not been properly socialised. This aggressive behaviour could be due to fear or negative experiences from their past, especially if they have not been properly socialised with people and are unfamiliar with petting. They only act like this with some people. Finally, it wouldn't be strange for a cat to display aggressive behaviour with a specific person if they have had negative experiences with them. Similarly, it may be they are only comfortable around their guardian but are fearful of others. Whatever the cause of this behaviour, you should know your cat doesn't do it out of badness. There are always reasons behind their actions. You should never scold or shout at them as it will only increase their fear. The following tips will help resolve this issue. Stay still. When your cat wraps their claws around you, bites and bunny kicks with their back legs, you should remain completely still. Any movement can encourage them to bite more. This is because they either think you are trying to harm them or that you are engaging in play behaviour. Do not talk to or pet them. It will also be counterproductive if you try to talk or pet them, as they can take this as reinforcement of their behaviour. In this case, it's best to say a firm no and stop the game. This way, they will gradually learn that biting you makes their fun stop. In general, we shouldn't play hunting games with our hands. Offer appropriate toys instead to redirect this behaviour and help to reinforce that biting and kicking us is not acceptable. Our video will help with this redirection by showing 5 games to entertain your cat. Understand your cat. If your cat does not tolerate being petted, perhaps because they want to be alone, it's important you learn how to interpret their body language. This way, you will know when they are and are not receptive. Know and respect their limits. Otherwise, they will feel misunderstood, potentially becoming aggressive and resisting human contact. Let them get closer to you, not the other way around. You may need to change your usual way of interacting with them. Let your cat initiate contact. This way, you will know when they approach you, they are doing so out of their own free will and are in a receptive mood for play. You can even try to motivate them with a reward so they can associate you with more positive experiences. Stroke them on the head and back. Finally, when you pet them, you should always do it gently and slowly, avoiding areas they don't like to be touched, such as the belly or the legs. Ideally, start by petting the top of their head and progressively work your way down their back. If you want to continue learning about feline behaviour, this playlist will help you to becoming an expert. Does your cat bite and bunny kick you at the same time? Let us know more in the comments, and we'll see you next time.